On the last Libero story, we were at massive Barcelona. We brought in the double Libero Brazilian box, and most teams just couldn't handle us. Some thumping results led to a Champions League win. We left with the wheels spinning, landing on I think it's a good time for a little trophy update to see how far we've came. We started Inter Milan. It took us 2 seasons to get that first trophy, but we clawed the time back with a trophy and half a season at Celtic and half a season at Lyon. The Leipzig heartache still hits me. 2 seasons, 2 second places, no trophies. And in Barcelona, we had a cracking time and got that done in a season. Now we're on to Panathinaikos. We could probably do with getting something in the first season to get back on track. Panathinaikos, we are actually in a league that I have never managed in, so I'm quite excited about this. Now, they're a famous name, but they're not that good at this point of the game. This is the way their last season panned out. Greek football breaks into 2 groups, like a lot of European leagues do, and they finished bottom of that championship group, but they did qualify for the Conference League, so we'll have another opportunity at a trophy there. The main part of the season is only 26 matches, then you break into the championship group for another 10, so it's an interesting little take on it. Looking forward to this. Having a quick look through the squad, there's not that many standouts. Thomas Strakosha is probably the best known, and that's not saying a lot, is it? 34-year-old, but a really good goalkeeper. But how are we doing for Liberos? We'll have a little look. We've got some Croatians here. Barakovic, he looks pretty decent. Good first touch, technique, passing, okay. Michaelidis, again, not too bad, not as good on the ball. Another Croatian in Hartman, doesn't look like a Libero to me. And a regen youngster, who's probably going to be quite good actually. But first thoughts are, we don't have as many Liberos, so it could be back to a back 4 for this one. Further upfield, there's a lot of strikers, but they're all kind of average. Here's probably the best of them, Said Hamulic, and he looks about as excited as anybody. I mean, look at him, he's going to go to sleep. It's that time to delve into the double Libero archives and find a suitable tactic for these guys. This is the one we're going to give a go. This is the Liberican Nightmare. If you know, you know. Now, there's the reason why I'm excited about this one is because I'm effectively going to nullify the Liberos going crazy. Now, bear with me. Now, because I've got 2 inverted wing backs on attack, which will, in effect, bomb up to here all the time, if not beyond, and a halfback in the DM zone, my thoughts are that the Liberos won't be as crazy going too far forward. I think they'll stick to their position a little bit more, but still have the technical and in possession aspects for the Libero that will help the tactic. What I mean by that is on the ball, they'll still be a bit more expressive than normal defenders, but because we've already got these players up there, they won't want to dive up there, so maybe this won't be as carnage as it looks. Or maybe we'll find out that everybody just goes forward and the halfback is left to have a party at the back by himself with the goalkeeper. I mean, there's only one way to find out. Now, because I'm in a league I'm not too familiar with, I gave absolutely all of the transfer responsibilities to the director of football. He ended up bringing in 9 million and spending 2 million, and the one player I was looking forward to using, the goalkeeper, Strakosha, well, he's gone already. However, I will give him props for bringing in TATO, formerly of Real Madrid, and Ketabalde, who's been about a bit, but looking at his attributes at this level, he could be decent, especially that flare. Love that. That's the way the team looks in the shape. Width supplied by the wingers. These inverted wing backs will pile in there. We've got a nice little playmaker experience in Bakacitas. He will rotate with TATO. I like it. However, I didn't land on that formation straight away, and I tried a few in pre-season. And unfortunately, in the Conference League, I got knocked out 6-7, and that was the formation I used for that. Yeah, that didn't work. But once we got the tactic loaded and settled on, they started to play some good stuff. Here's a big 5-1 win. And look at the sheer amount of chances they're creating as well. Not to mention this game against Aris away from home. I mean, it's got to be interesting, this.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
As the season got going and they started to roll, we were playing really well, winning more games than not and going really well in the Greek Cup. The question about will the Liberos leave their position as often as they have been with this new formation has been answered. So if you look at this formation here, the 4 we've got highlighted there are the defenders. Ramadani at the top is the right wing back. Chisumba down the bottom is the left wing back, and they're inverted wing backs, so they're going to bomb forward. 2 in the middle are the centre backs. 1 just in front is the half back. As this game progresses and we win the ball back, that's the centre back, and that's the right wing back. Look where the right wing back's gone. Look where the left wing back's gone. He's in the pocket now. And then my 2 centre-backs are staying next to the half-back. Play it on a little bit more. They're not venturing too far forward. In our other formations, they would have been bombing up where the 2 inverted wing-backs are, but they're doing that job now. So what that means is we're a little bit more solid. They will venture forward, look, just over the halfway line. Half-back just in between them. But what it means is we're a lot more solid, but we've still got a little bit of Libero action going on. The key pass is now going to come from the right back and the left back. There's Chisumba, that's my left wing back. He plays a little ball through and we bang it in. It's hard to tell what the best chance of a trophy is, but it's probably the cup, and unfortunately we came up against the best team in AEK Athens. They were just too clinical for us. Despite us putting up a good show, we went out 8-4 on aggregate in the quarterfinals. Damn! But a really good showing in the league meant that we finished second in the main part of the season. Through the 26 games, only AEK Athens, who didn't lose a match, finished above us. That means the championship group splits like this. We've got another 10 matches now, but AEK Athens already 9 points clear. This is looking like a tough ask to get a trophy. It looks like it might be another season.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Into the championship group we went, and we hammered some teams. Panathinaikos for 7, and a really impressive 4-goal win over Olympiakos. We also became the first team to beat AEK Athens this season. A great start to the championship group, but we fell away at the end with 3 defeats in the last 4. We just couldn't catch AEK Athens, too far ahead, too good. They scored over 100 goals, work to do. I'm actually really happy with the season. It's just AEK Athens are just that step above us. So, in our second and final season with Panathinaikos, I'm going to take over the transfers to give us a better chance. I know what we'll need for this, but I really like the tactic. It's decent. I'm going to stick it in Patreon for you guys as well. At the end of the next episode, I'll stick the player instructions on if you want that tactic and you're not in Patreon. But for next season, this area is going to be all me. So if I get some good players in over to Greek football, who knows? But we are running out of seasons now.
I'm tired of being nice.